thought they knew human tech. Then this ship arrived. Admiral Clythe's mandibles quivered as he glared at the Eternal Ascendancy's holodisplay. The Valthor Collective's flagship patrolled the Krenar sector, a region of unchallenged dominance. Yet now an anomaly blinked on the screen, a ship where none should be. "Sub-Admiral Vren, report," Clythe hissed, his bioluminescent scales flaring. Vren, leaner and less ornate, tapped her console. "Unknown vessel, small, no transponder. It's ignoring our hails." Clythe's eyes narrowed. "A scout? Pirates?" The Oracle, the Collective's predictive AI, spoke in a sterile tone. "Vessel matches no known design. Probability of threat, 3%, likely a lost merchant." Clythe scoffed. "Target it. Let's remind strays who rules this sector." The Ascendancy's cannons powered up, but the ship vanished from sensors. Vren's claws froze. "It's gone! No hyperspace signature, no debris, just gone." Clythe growled. "A cloaking trick. Oracle, locate it." "Recalibrating," the Oracle droned. "Anomaly redetected 200 kilometers portside, broadcasting primitive radio signals." "Radio?" Vren said, puzzled. "That's pre-collective tech." A human voice crackled through the comms, calm and laced with humor. "Hey, big shiny ship. This is Captain Zara Cole of the Eclipse. You mind not pointing those guns at us? We're just passing through." Clythe's scales dimmed in shock. "Humans? They barely have colonies. Identify your purpose." Zara's tone stayed light. "Exploring, sightseeing, maybe grabbing some cosmic souvenirs. You guys got a gift shop?" Vren suppressed a chuckle, earning Clythe's glare. "They mock us," he snarled. "Lock weapons." The Eclipse appeared on the view screen, sleek, compact, with no visible weapons or engines. Its hull shimmered, bending light oddly. Vren's sensors flickered. "Admiral, our scans can't penetrate it. It's absorbing our probes." The Oracle's voice cut in. "Human vessel likely employs obsolete stealth. Recommended action, disable and board." Zara's laugh filled the comms. "Obsolete, that's cute. How about a deal? We share some info, you don't shoot, and we all go home happy." Clythe's mandibles clicked. "You trespass in collective space. Power down or be destroyed." Silence, then Zara's voice, sharp. "You sure about that? Check your sensors." Vren's console blared. The Eclipse had moved, now 50 kilometers starboard, without detectable propulsion. The Oracle paused. "Recalculating threat, 15%, human tactics unpredictable." Clythe's scales flared. "Full scan. I want to know what they're hiding." As the Ascendancy powered its arrays, Zara's voice returned, teasing. "Hope you like surprises, Admiral. We're full of them." The bridge crew exchanged uneasy glances. This human ship wasn't what it seemed, and the Collective was about to learn why. The Eternal Ascendancy's bridge thrummed with tension as its scanners pummeled the Eclipse. Admiral Clythe's eyes locked on the view screen, where the human ship hung serene and infuriatingly opaque. "Vren, results?" Sub-Admiral Vren's claws danced over her console. "Nothing, Admiral. Their hull scatters our scans like water. No weapons, no reactors. Yet it's moving." The Oracle's voice was clinical. "Human vessel likely employs electromagnetic deflection. Probability of advanced tech, 22%. Recommend caution." Clythe snorted. "Caution? They're insects. Deploy drones. Force their hand." Valthor drones' sleek, claw-shaped probes swarmed toward the Eclipse. Captain Zara Cole's voice crackled through comms, unbothered. "Sending your toys to play? Hope they're insured." The drones closed in, but the Eclipse shimmered, its hull pulsing. The drones froze, then spiraled aimlessly, their signals dead. Vren's eyes widened. "They're offline. No EMP, no weapons fire, just gone." Clythe's scales darkened. "Explain." "I can't," Vren admitted. "Their ship disrupted the drone's quantum links." Zara's tone turned mock apologetic. "Oops, your toys tripped over our dampening field. Want 'em back?" The Oracle recalculated. "Threat level 35%. Human technology exceeds initial estimates. Suggests diplomatic engagement." Clythe ignored it, his voice venomous. Human, you've attacked collective property. Surrender or we'll vaporize you. A chuckle. Vaporize? With what, those clunky plasma cannons? Tell you what, catch us first. The Eclipse vanished again, reappearing 100 kilometers aft. The Ascendancy's targeting systems scrambled, unable to lock. Vren whispered, "They're toying with us." Clythe roared, "Full barrage, blanket the area." The Ascendancy unleashed a storm of plasma bolts, lighting the void. The Eclipse danced through the chaos, untouched, its hull bending light to confuse sensors. Zara's voice returned, teasing, "Nice fireworks, but you're burning fuel for nothing." Lieutenant Rhea Voss aboard the Eclipse grinned at Zara. "They're pissed, Cap. Should we show 'em the real trick?" Zara smirked. "Not yet. Let 'em sweat." She opened comms. "Admiral, last chance. Talk or we start playing hardball." Clythe's mandibles twitched. "You dare threaten me?" The Eclipse's hull glowed briefly, and the Ascendancy's shields flickered. Alarms blared. Vren's console sparked. "Admiral, our shield harmonics are destabilizing. No weapons detected." The Oracle's tone shifted. "Threat level 60%. Human vessel manipulates subspace fields. Immediate de-escalation advised." Clythe's pride warred with reason. "Cease fire," he growled. "Human, state your terms." Zara's voice was steel. "Simple. We talk as equals, or you learn what this primitive ship can really do." Vren met Clythe's gaze, her eyes hinting at doubt. The Eclipse hung silently, a spark ready to ignite or extinguish the collective's arrogance. The Eternal Ascendancy's bridge was a storm of suppressed panic, its crew reeling from the Eclipse's shield disruption. Admiral Clythe's scales pulsed erratically, his voice tight. "Vren, open a secure channel. Let's hear this human's demands." Sub-Admiral Vren complied, her claws steady despite her racing thoughts. The viewscreen flickered, revealing Captain Zara Cole, human, mid-30s, with sharp eyes and a disarming smirk. "Nice to see you cooling off, Admiral. Ready to chat?" Clythe's mandibles clicked. "You've violated collective space and disabled our systems. Explain your technology or face annihilation." Zara leaned back in her chair aboard the Eclipse. "Annihilation? Your shields are wobbling like jelly. Here's the deal. We share some info, you let us pass, and nobody's ego gets bruised further." The Oracle interjected, its tone flat. "Human intentions unclear. Probability of deception, 45%. Recommend containment." Vren frowned. "Admiral, their ship defies our understanding. Diplomacy may reveal more than combat." Clythe shot her a glare but nodded. "Speak, human." Zara's smirk widened. "We're explorers from Earth. Our tech's a bit unconventional because our world's a meat grinder. Storms, quakes, wars. We adapt fast or die. The Eclipse uses a gravitic lattice to bend space, mess with your scans, and tickle your shields." Lieutenant Rhea Voss at Zara's side whispered, "You're giving them the Cliff's Notes version?" "Enough to spook 'em," Zara muttered, then continued. "Point is, we're not here to fight. We're mapping unclaimed systems. Let us go and you get a data packet on our basics. Call it a goodwill gift." Clythe's eyes narrowed. "You expect trust after disabling our drones?" "You pointed guns first," Zara shot back. "Check your logs." The Oracle hummed. "Human data packet received. Non-hostile, contains cultural and technological summaries. Analysis suggests primitive origins with anomalous advancements." Vren's curiosity piqued. "Admiral, their history shows rapid evolution under extreme conditions. They could be valuable allies." "Or threats," Clythe snapped. "Human, you'll dock for inspection, refuse, and we escalate." Zara laughed. "Dock? So you can poke our ship with a stick? Try this instead." The Eclipse pulsed, and the Ascendancy's lights dimmed briefly, consoles rebooting. Vren's sensors screamed. "They manipulated our power grid remotely. No trace of intrusion." The Oracle's tone sharpened. "Threat level 80%. Human capabilities exceed collective countermeasures." Clythe's pride cracked. "Stand down," he growled. "Human will review your data, attempt further interference, and will risk mutual destruction." Zara nodded, her smirk softening. Smart choice, sending the packet now. Enjoy the read. As the channel closed, Vren studied the human ship, a sleek enigma. The collective had met its match, and she suspected this was only the beginning. The Eternal Ascendancy's bridge buzzed as the human data packet flooded their systems. Admiral Clythe paced, his scales dim with unease. Vren, analyze it. I want weaknesses. Sub-Admiral Vren's console displayed Earth's history. Cities rising from war-torn ashes, tech leaping centuries and decades. Admiral, their world's a crucible. High gravity, predators, conflict. They've built gravitic tech in under 200 years, faster than our oldest allies. The Oracle's voice was skeptical. Data confirms rapid advancement but lacks specifics on gravitic lattice. Probability of withheld information, 70%. Recommend interrogation. Clythe's mandibles twitched. They mock us with half-truths. Open a channel. On the Eclipse, Captain Zara Cole sipped synthetic tea, her crew monitoring Valthor signals. Lieutenant Rhea Voss grinned. They're freaking out, Cap. Bet they're reading our history like a horror novel. Zara chuckled. Good, let 'em squirm. The comms pinged and Clythe's face appeared, his tone icy. Human, your data is incomplete. Explain your gravitic tech or we assume hostility. Zara leaned forward. It's physics, Admiral. We manipulate space-time to redirect energy. Your scans, your shields, your power. Want the math? It's in the packet, but it'll take your AI a decade to crack. The Oracle cut in. Human claims unverifiable. Their ship's energy output is negligible, yet it disrupts collective systems. Conclusion, deliberate obfuscation. Vren interjected, her voice cautious. Admiral, their history suggests they thrive on adversity. Forcing answers may provoke them. Clythe ignored her. Human, dock for inspection or we deploy our fleet. Zara's eyes glinted. Fleet? Check your long-range sensors first. Vren's console blared. Admiral, 6 Valthor cruisers just dropped out of hyperspace. Rogue faction, not ours. They're charging weapons. Clythe's scales flared. Traitors, Oracle, assess. Rogue faction seeks to destabilize collective authority, the Oracle said. Probability of attack on both vessels, 85%. Zara's voice cut through. Looks like your house isn't in order, Admiral. Those rogues don't care about us. They're after you. Want a hand? Clythe bristled. We need no human aid. The Eclipse pulsed, and the rogue cruiser's shields flickered. Rhea whooped. Gravitic spike, Cap. Their defenses are wobbling. Zara smirked. Still sure, Admiral. We can sit this out, or we can save your shiny ship. Vren's eyes met Clythe's, urging restraint. The Oracle hummed. Human intervention shifts survival odds to 60%. Recommend temporary alliance. Clythe's pride warred with survival. Fine, he snarled. Assist but betray us and you'll burn. Zara nodded. Deal. Rhea, prep the lattice. Let's show these rogues why you don't mess with Earth. The Eclipse glowed, its true power stirring as the rogue cruisers closed in, unaware of the storm they'd awakened. The rogue Valthor cruisers surged toward the Eternal Ascendancy, their plasma lances carving the void. Admiral Clythe gripped his command throne, his scales pulsing with rage. Vren, target the lead ship, full barrage. Sub-Admiral Vren's claws flew over her console. Firing, but their shields are modified. Our lances are barely denting them. The Oracle's voice was calm. Rogue faction employs adaptive shielding. Probability of Ascendancy survival without human aid, 40%. On the Eclipse, Captain Zara Cole watched the battle unfold, her eyes sharp. Rhea, how's the lattice? Lieutenant Rhea Voss, elbow deep in a hollow interface, grinned. Primed, Cap. We can destabilize their shields with a gravitic pulse, but it'll light us up on their sensors. Do it, Zara ordered. Let's make an entrance. The Eclipse's hull shimmered, unleashing a ripple of distorted space-time. The rogue cruiser's shields flickered, then collapsed. Vren's sensors screamed. Admiral, the human ship, it neutralized their defenses. Clythe's mandibles froze. How? The Ascendancy's cannons roared, shredding a rogue cruiser's hull. Debris scattered as Zara's voice crackled through comms. "You're welcome, Admiral. Focus fire on their reactors. We'll keep their shields down." The Oracle recalculated. Human intervention raises survival odds to 75%. Their gravitic tech manipulates subspace at unprecedented scales, Vren whispered. They're rewriting the battlefield. The rogues regrouped, targeting the Eclipse. Plasma bolts grazed its hull, but the ship danced through the barrage, its movements defying physics. Rio whooped. "Lattice is redirecting their shots, barely a scratch." Clythe's voice was grudging. "Human, maintain pressure. We'll handle the rest." Zara smirked. "Sure thing, boss." She muted the comms. "Rhea, let's up the ante. Can we spoof their targeting?" Rhea's eyes gleamed. "On it, rerouting their sensors to see ghost ships." The Eclipse pulsed again and the rogue cruisers fired wildly, their shots hitting empty space. The Ascendancy capitalized, destroying another cruiser. Vren's respect grew. "Admiral, the humans are extraordinary." The Oracle's tone shifted. "Warning, rogue flagship deploying quantum disruptor. Probability of Ascendancy system failure 60%. A rogue ship glowed, unleashing a wave of chaotic energy. The Ascendancy's consoles sparked, shields dropping. Clythe roared, "Countermeasures?" Zara's voice cut in. "Hold tight, Admiral. Rhea, redirect the disruptor's energy." Rhea's hands blurred, the lattice bending the rogue weapon's wave back into its source. The rogue flagship shuddered, its systems frying. Zara grinned. "Bullseye." The remaining rogues fled, jumping to hyperspace. The Oracle spoke. "Threat neutralized, human contribution, critical." Clythe's scales dimmed, his pride stung. "Human, you've proven useful. Now explain your tech, or this alliance ends." Zara's laugh was sharp. "We just saved your ass, and you're still barking orders? Let's talk terms, Admiral." The Eclipse loomed, its secrets intact, as Vren watched, her loyalty wavering. The Eternal Ascendancy's bridge was a mess of sparking consoles and shaken crew, the rogue attack scars fresh. Admiral Clythe's scales flickered unevenly, his voice a low growl. Vren assessed damage. Sub-Admiral Vren scanned her readouts. "Shields at 30%, weapons functional but strained. We're vulnerable, Admiral." The Oracle's sterile voice cut through. Human vessel Eclipse sustained minimal damage. Their gravitic lattice absorbed 92% of rogue attacks. Technological superiority confirmed. Clythe's mandibles twitched. "Open a channel. I want answers." On the Eclipse, Captain Zara Cole leaned back, her crew alert but relaxed. Lieutenant Rhea Voss tinkered with a holopanel. "Cap, they're calling. Bet they're salty we stole the show." Zara smirked. "Let's hear 'em out." Clythe's face filled the view screen, his eyes cold. "Human, your tech saved us, but your secrecy ends now. Disclose your gravitic lattice, or we treat you as hostiles." Zara's tone was light but firm. "Admiral, we just pulled your ship from the fire. How about a thank you before the ultimatums?" Vren interjected, her voice measured. "Captain Cole, your aid was unexpected, but the collective requires transparency to maintain this truce." Zara nodded. "Fair. The lattice manipulates subspace to redirect energy, attacks, scans, even your disruptor. It's not magic, just math your Oracle hasn't cracked yet." The Oracle hummed. "Human explanation oversimplified. Lattice likely integrates quantum entanglement with gravitic fields. Full schematics required for verification." Rhea snorted. "Good luck reverse engineering that in a century." Clythe's scales flared. "You mock us while hiding your full capabilities. Dock for inspection, or we summon reinforcements." Zara's eyes glinted. "Reinforcements? Check your deep space sensors." Vren's console pinged. "Admiral, a new signal, encrypted non-Valthor. It's masking its origin." The Oracle paused. "Signal correlates with human frequency patterns. Probability of additional human vessels, 55%. Clythe's voice hardened. "You brought allies." Zara shrugged. "Maybe, or maybe it's another rogue faction you didn't mention. Either way, pushing us isn't smart. Vren's curiosity outweighed her caution. Admiral, their tech outmatches ours. Forcing conflict risks more losses. I suggest negotiation. Clythe glared but relented. Human, propose your terms. Simple, Zara said. We share limited tech, enough to patch your shields. You grant us safe passage and a non-aggression pact. Deal? The Oracle warned. Human offer benefits collective short-term but preserves their advantage. Long-term risk 65%. Clythe hesitated, pride warring with pragmatism. Agreed, but betray us and the collective will hunt you. Zara's smirk returned. Noted, sending the shield patch now. Rhea, make it user-friendly. As the data transferred, Vren studied the eclipse, its sleek form a puzzle. The truce held, but the signal in deep space lingered, a reminder that humanity's secrets ran deeper than the collective could fathom. The Eternal Ascendancy's crew worked to integrate the human shield patch, their consoles glowing with new data. Admiral Clythe's scales steadied, but his distrust simmered. Vren, monitor that deep space signal. I want its source. Sub-Admiral Vren's sensors tracked the encrypted pulse. It's intermittent, Admiral. Human-like, but too faint to pinpoint. It's moving. The Oracle's voice was clipped. Signal analysis suggests advanced stealth tech, likely human. Probability of monitoring our truce, 70%. Clythe's mandibles clicked. They spy on us while offering aid, typical deceit. On the Eclipse, Captain Zara Cole watched her crew tweak the gravitic lattice. Lieutenant Rhea Voss glanced at a side monitor. Cap, that signal's one of ours. Scout drone keeping tabs on the Valthor. Should we tell him? Zara shook her head. Let him sweat, keeps Clythe honest. She opened comms. Admiral, your shield's holding? Clythe's face appeared grudging. The patch is effective, shields at 60%, but this signal, explain it. Zara feigned innocence. Signal? Space is noisy. Could be anything. Vren cut in, her tone curious. Captain Cole, it matches your comms profile. If you've deployed allies, transparency strengthens our truce. Zara's smirk softened. Fair point, Sub-Admiral. It's a drone, passive surveillance. We're not fans of surprises either. The Oracle hummed. Human admission confirms duplicity. Recommend increased vigilance. Clythe's scales flared. You monitor us like prey. End the signal or the truce collapses. Zara's eyes narrowed. You pointed guns first, Admiral. The drone stays. Want trust? Earn it. Before Clythe could retort, Vren's console blared. Admiral, new contacts. 3 rogue Valthor ships, same faction as before. They're jamming our comms. The Oracle assessed. Rogue vessels upgraded since last encounter. Probability of coordinated attack, 80%. Zara's voice sharpened. Looks like your rebels are back. Need us to bail you out again? Clythe swallowed his pride. Assist, human, but this changes nothing. Wouldn't dream of it, Zara said, muting the comms. Rhea, prep the lattice for a multi-vector pulse. Let's hit all 3 at once. Rhea's fingers flew. On it. This'll fry their systems without breaking a sweat. The Eclipse glowed, its lattice bending spacetime. The rogue ship's shields collapsed instantly, their weapons misfiring. The Ascendancy's cannons roared, obliterating 1 rogue vessel. Vren's voice was awed. Their precision, it's surgical. The Oracle warned. Rogue flagship deploying antimatter warheads. Impact imminent. Zara grinned. Rhea, redirect those warheads. Back to sender. The lattice pulsed, and the warheads reversed course, detonating against the rogue flagship. The explosion lit the void, leaving only debris. Clythe stared, speechless. Zara's voice was casual. 2 down, 1 to go, shall we? Vren's eyes gleamed with respect. The Eclipse was rewriting the rules, and the collective's future. The Eternal Ascendancy's bridge vibrated as the rogue Valthor flagship's debris scattered across the void. The lone surviving rogue ship, battered but defiant, charged its weapons. Admiral Clythe's scales pulsed with reluctant awe. Vren, status of the human ship? Sub-Admiral Vren's console glowed. The Eclipse is unscathed, Admiral. Their lattice redirected the antimatter warheads with zero energy loss. The Oracle's tone was strained. Human tech defies predictive models. Probability of collective countermeasures, 15%. Alliance remains optimal. Clythe growled, "Open a channel." On the Eclipse, Captain Zara Cole leaned forward, her crew alert. Lieutenant Rhea Voss monitored the rogue ship's movements. "Cap, they're prepping a suicide run, full reactor overload." Zara nodded. "Let's end this quick." Clythe's face appeared, his voice tense. "Human, the rogue intends to ram us. Can your lattice stop it?" Zara's smirk was razor-sharp. "We've got this, Admiral. Stay clear and enjoy the show." Vren whispered. "Their confidence. It's unsettling." The rogue ship accelerated, its reactor glowing dangerously. The Eclipse pulsed, its gravitic lattice warping space-time around the rogue vessel. The ship slowed, then froze, its momentum nullified. Rhea whooped. "Got him in a gravitic lock! Reactors contained!" Zara opened comms to the rogue ship. "Stand down or we crush your ship like a tin can." The rogue captain, a scarred Valthor, snarled, "You'll burn with us, human." Zara sighed. "Rhea, pop their bubble." The lattice tightened, and the rogue ship's hull crumpled, reactors imploding harmlessly. The void went quiet, the threat erased. Vren's mandibles dropped. They neutralized a capital ship without firing a shot. The Oracle recalculated. Human capabilities exceed all known paradigms. Immediate integration into collective strategy advised. Clythe's pride cracked. "Human, your aid is appreciated, but this signal drone deactivated or our truce ends." Zara's eyes glinted. "It's insurance, Admiral. You're welcome to try jamming it." Vren's sensors pinged. "Admiral, the drone's signal just shifted, stronger, closer. It's aboard our ship." Clythe roared, "What?" Zara chuckled. "Relax, it's a microprobe piggybacking your systems for a better view. No harm done." The Oracle's voice sharpened. "Human probe bypassed all security protocols. Threat level 90%. Recommend containment." Friend's voice was calm. "Admiral, they've shown restraint. Forcing conflict now risks everything." Clythe's scales dimmed. "Human, remove the probe and share your lattice's principles. Then we discuss a formal alliance." Zara leaned back. "Probe's off. Lattice basics are in the next data burst. Alliance? We'll see if you can keep up." As the probe's signal faded, Vren studied the Eclipse, its sleek form a silent challenge. The collective had survived, but at the cost of their arrogance. The Eternal Ascendancy's crew processed the human data burst, a detailed but incomplete primer on the Eclipse's gravitic lattice. Admiral Clythe's scales flickered with cautious hope. "Vren, can we replicate it?" Sub-Admiral Vren scanned the schematics. "Partially, Admiral. It's based on subspace compression, but their power source is undisclosed. We'd need years to match it."